By the way, on a completely different subject, have you ever heard of the card, the Shadow Blood Queen? Apparently there's only one. I tell you, if that's true, I hope I get the chance to see it in person someday. I bet it's the most beautiful card anyone's ever laid eyes on.
Should split up to look for Dio.
Will do.
If I catch you goofing off, so help me out.
Cloud? You got a minute? There's something I failed to mention about the Temple of the Ancients. You might call it a legend or a warning.
Uh-huh.
You see, no one who goes into the temple ever comes out again. No one. And I'm wondering if you really want to take everyone to a place like that.
You said it yourself. It's just a legend.
I did, aye, but...
Let's focus on finding Dio and the Keystone for now.
I'm glad you came, Cloud. I am the Dread Balon, the person responsible for Queen's blood. The Queen doesn't know what I'm up to yet, what I'm plotting, but we don't have long. Time's of the essence. You must show me what you are capable of before she discovers us. Well played. Not that I ever truly doubted your potential. I was right to leave you that letter.
Letter? What letter?
You remember, don't you? The inn at Calm. I hung it on your door, though I signed it in the proprietor's name.
So that was you.
Forgive my subterfuge, but I was in dire need of a skilled player. And you certainly did not disappoint. You were even able to best me. Which, while impressive, won't be enough. Not if you intend to hold the Shadow Blood Queen's card in your deck. That foul thing is the source of this nightmare. The very embodiment of the villain herself. Through the card, she feeds on the wielder's life force, claiming their strength, that she may one day be reborn. Countless players have succumbed to this vile curse. And now one more death is all she requires to return. Cloud. Find the sorceress. She who rallied the people. She who deposed the queen, the Emerald Witch. Her card sleeps in Nibelheim with a monster of chaos. You must hurry before it is too late.
Cloud! I can't believe it. This is really happening. We're about to race in the Gold Cup. Oh, hell. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this moment. We made it!
Rein it in.
Couldn't even if I wanted. Okay, Cloud, your bird's ready and raring to go. All that's left is...
Cheating, if that ain't the stupidest. Obviously some sore losers are trying to raise a stink. We'd best nip this thing in the bud. You tell them the reason we keep winning is because we know how to take care of our birds. Long time no see, Merc. And Miss Tifa, too. Should have told me you were dropping by. Would have given you the royal treatment.
Oh, hey, Sam.
Gotta say, I was surprised to see your name on the jockey list. What sparked your interest in bird racing?
This and that.
Fell into it, did you? Well, you're a natural. Not just anybody can break my ace's streak.
That was just a practice race. My official record is still pristine. This is the Gold Cup. The contest for which Hyperion and I have trained non-stop. You got the drop on us before, but you won't get lucky twice.
Now we're talking. You two are gonna give the people a race to remember.
Billy. I work on Bill's ranch. You might remember my parents, Will and Clara, since you killed them.
Did I?
Don't play dumb. You were mad their business was eating into your profits. So you got them addicted to gambling. It was all part of your grand plan.
Wouldn't say the story is that simple. But the truth can be one bitter drink. And you ain't nowhere near old enough to keep it down.
I ain't just some stupid kid. And I'll prove it to you. If my man here wins the Gold Cup, that's proof I'm old enough to hear your truth.
You're on. Piddly little ranch like yours ain't got a chance. But best of luck to y'all.
Sure about this? Pressure's on now.
Yeah, well, all I gotta do is win it all, right?
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gold Saucers Chocobo Racetrack, which today plays host to racing's biggest competition, the Gold Cup. Over 3 grueling races, our contenders will push themselves to the limit. The world is watching with bated breath as the best of the best take their places for what will surely be one heck of a race. Fan favorite Joe will be riding the Chocobo Hyperion for Sam's delivery service. And given his track record, many expect a decorated champion to be first across the finish line. All right, folks, our contenders are ready. Every gate is occupied, so this is it. The moment you've been waiting for, the Gold Cup. Believe it! The Gold Cup goes to none other than Cloud Strife and Bill's Chocobo Ranch. He's taken 3 races in a row in an unprecedented, flawless victory. No one saw this snake in the grasslands coming, and now the racing world is sure to remember his name.
Nice work.
You did it, Cloud! You really did it! You went and won us the Gold Cup!
Yeah, I know. Mind letting me breathe?
Nice riding.
Thanks.
There's a streak-running bastard. You stole the title right out from under my nose.
Well, Hyperion didn't make it easy.
I'd hope not. Mighty fine bird you raised. He beat mine fair and square.
Just tell me, what happened to my parents? I held up my end of the bargain. Now it's your turn.
Son, do you know what kind of business your parents were trying to break into after they got their ranch up and running? Wild Chocobo Conservation. It's no secret that environmental changes have been hard on the birds, and what's bad for them is bad for business. Unfortunately, nobody seemed to care. Saving the planet ain't cheap, you see. Folks know somebody's got to pay for it, but they'll be damned if it's gonna be them. So while everybody else turned a blind eye, one couple faced the problem head on. Your parents. They had everything they'd need. The know-how, drive, and passion. Thing is, none of that counts for much if you ain't got the gill. So they went around taking out loans left and right, till they were swimming in debt, which is when they ran into the meanest shark of them all. Reckon you know who.
Don Corneo.
I didn't know it at the time, but that sleazy bitch was rounding up folks and shipping them off to Shinra for their experiments. Will and Claire figured it was the only way they'd be able to save their business, so they signed up. A while later, Will paid me a visit, begged me to take the reins in his and Claire's stead. He wanted what was best for those birds. As did I, so I took him up on the offer and bought him out. And since then, I ain't seen either one of your parents. It was only after that I heard about Corneo's antics through the grapevine. Couldn't do a thing to stop him. Not with Shinra in the wings, that's for sure.
They say anything about me? Or my sister?
Not to me, no. Don't go thinking they forgot about you. You and your sister were always at the forefront of their minds. The business might have gone south, but they chose to give up their future to make sure you two could have yours. That's why you got a roof over your head, a place to work, and food to eat.
I can't believe it. I've had it wrong this whole time.
Son, I'd be surprised if there's a wild chocobo out there that doesn't owe its freedom to your mom and your dad, one way or another. Hell of a legacy to live up to, but if you want it, the business is yours. Just know this, it ain't gonna turn a profit. So unless you can find a way to fund it, you'll wind up in the same trouble as your folks. Think it over. Maybe chat with Pop too. Call it. Heads or tails, son. Get it right, and I'll float you some operating capital.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm gonna do this on my own. Me and Chloe and Gramps, I mean.
You truly are their boy. Got your old man's pig head and your mother's backbone. Not bad.
I'm gonna do my parents proud. You'll see. It may take some time, but I'll make sure their legacy lives on. I don't get it. If Gramps knew all this, why'd he make it sound like Sam was to blame?
He was probably trying to protect you, to stop you from going after Corneo or Shinra on your own. So he pinned it on Sam, knowing that your uncle would be okay shouldering the blame.
Shouldn't have to tell you this, but seeking revenge would be stupid.
I know. Still, if an opportunity did happen to come along, you'd help me out, wouldn't you?
Hey, I'm a world-famous jockey now. Can't be associated with that kind of stuff.
You had me going there.
To one of the
Hey! Sorry, but I haven't caught a whiff of Dio yet.
Damn. Good race?
Yeah, it'd be awesome if I could enter.
As a jockey? Or a chocobo?
Either or.
Target support to defeat the enemy!
Just so you know, Dio ain't here. War in outer space, huh? Daunting proposition in and of itself. But just getting there's no picnic neither. I'd still go in a heartbeat, though. Fight, too, if I had to. Hell, I'd kill for the chance.
Your actions... Bad news. No sign of Dio whatsoever. While we're talking, did you know this is where Jessie used to perform?
Yeah.
Oh. If she was with us, she'd probably be gushing about the role she played. Or maybe not. Maybe she'd be mad to see this place burning through more Mako than ever.
Either way, she'd have kept us entertained.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Folks are counting on us. Can't let them down.
Dio's not here. Excellent design. Very cozy.
Oh, hey, Cloud. Doesn't look like Dio's around here. Do any of them realize war's about to break out?
We do, but people always think war is someone else's problem. Until they're in the thick of it.
Cloud, I gotta be honest. For the longest time, I wanted to do everything. I wanted to fight for the planet, convince people to stand up, take action with us. But it's like, I always come up short. Always. No matter what I try. I'm in over my head.
And maybe you are, lass. But knowing your limits is one of the keys to knowing yourself.
You're not. And we're not the dumb kids who fell off Mount Evil anymore. We're not powerless, and we're not alone. So don't ever stop trying, Tifa. Ever. You just gotta stick it out. Don't give up now.
Okay. Thanks. I needed that. All right. Now let's go find Dio.
Cool.
Always come up short.
Where could Dio be?
Check it out, Cloud. Can you believe this?
Corneo?
The Dawn outstayed his welcome in Midgard and decided to set up shop in the Saucer. Great timing, eh? Interesting. There's an event being held at the Musclehead Coliseum tomorrow.
If there's a dress rehearsal today, Dio might be there. We should check it out.
Aha! Found him! Greetings, Mr. Director! He doesn't look quite right.
Well, if it isn't our friendly fugitives, you're looking hale and hearty.
What happened to you?
I made a painful discovery that the Turks are stronger than they look.
You, sir, should know better. You're no spring chicken. Speaking of old things, whatever happened to that wee keystone thingy?
We need to get our hands on it. Was part of your collection, last we heard.
It was, yes, and in fact still is.
Point of order. My ancestors owned it. Don't you think that makes me its rightful owner?
A Cetra, are you? That, my dear, is a bold claim. But still, who am I to dispute your heritage? You may, of course, have the keystone. That is, on one condition. You must take part in our exclusive event, the Fight for Naming Rights. Dio's champions versus the Corneo family. Should my team fall to those rogues, the Gold Saucer will become Corneo Land. Let's it out! Training hard and getting those gains.
What's up, party people?
What's up?
It's a challenge from the Dawn!
Signed and notarized.
Give the people what they want.
Take it! Entertain! But look at me. I can barely lift a finger. And here I was lamenting my lot in life when you came along. 'Tis fate. Nay, divine intervention. What say you? Will you be my champions and go to war against Don Corneo?
I'll do it. I'll fight.
We win, we get the keystone, right?
As agreed, you have my word.
Then we're in.
Then we have ourselves a deal. Naturally, I want you in peak physical condition for the big bout, so please use my hotel to rest up.
Great! I'll jog on ahead and tell the others then.
The fate of the gold saucer rests on your shoulders. Don't let me down.
Hey, remember me? You're that guy from Corneo's.
Leslie.
What are you doing out here? You look like you've been through hell.
Got wind my girl might be out this way. Had to follow up, see if there was truth to it. Well, you saw. After the plate fell, the trio opened the place to refugees. Town tripled in size. Man, if you thought it was lively before. Unfortunately, when Corneo pulled up stakes, he took all that Shinra money with him. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Wall Market's days are numbered. Madame M's trying to work her magic, but I don't know. Sector 7's still a mess. Probably gonna stay that way for a while. Expressway collapsed right after the plate. Then out of the blue, company decides it needs a new president. Seems pretty clear Shinra doesn't give a shit about Sector 7. Undercity especially. But that shouldn't come as a surprise. The people have stepped up though, clearing the rubble, helping the injured, locating the missing. In case I didn't tell you, her name's Merle. After you guys left Wall Market, I started asking around. Hoped one of her friends might know something. Shouldn't have bothered. Even if they did have info, they're not dumb. They wouldn't dare blab to a former Corneo crony. But I was able to find out she wasn't in Midgar anymore. And ever since then, I've been moving from town to town, looking for leads. So the thing is, Gus is running a special competition, and a woman is the prize. Word around the Dust Bowl is she fled here from Midgar. It's just a hunch, but I think she might be who I'm looking for.
She's a prize? That's sick.
Gus is a real piece of shit, to put it mildly.
You do that?
Monsters did. Gus is calling it a party, but it's an excuse to see blood. Lots of it. He pits people against fiends, and his money's on the ladder. I lost. So this is where you guys come in. Join the party, win, and free that woman. Still a merc, aren't you? No reason not to.
True.
Please.
We'll do it.
So you know, need a team of 5 to sign up. In the ring, though, it's one-on-one. And humans only, I'm afraid. I'm counting on you, and so's the woman. If anyone can put Gus in his place, it's Wall Market's reigning champs. These people. They make Wall Market's worst look like angels.
You here to join the party?
Woo! Y'all ready for the party of your lives? Today's challengers are
the champion of Chocobos, the racing ace himself, Cloud the Knife, and Crew!
Bring it on, jerks!
Versus my personal pick of the fiercest, most ferocious fiends you have ever seen! This is it, folks. You're about to witness a brutal bloodbath of untold proportions. Let the shit hit the fan! Woo! Woo! Who could have expected an upset like this? Cloud the Knife's team has made it to the finals. But playtime's over. This here's the real moment of truth. Are you ready? I want to hear some noise, people! Give it up for everyone's nightmare, the Murder Machine Supreme! No challengers have ever managed to beat this fearsome fiend. Does our Merc and his crew have what it takes to be the first? Will they be able to claim our darling little grand prize? You're about to find out, folks! This is the moment we've been waiting for. A desert lockdown! Woo! Cloud, my man! Way to give the people a show. Gotta say, never thought my little baby'd get so thoroughly crushed. Damn it! Do you have any idea how much kill I spent on that thing? You inconsiderate son of a bitch! It's done. It's all good. Gotta look to the future. Our future. What do you say? We'd make one hell of a team. We'd clean up at the fights and the races. Come on. No, you wanna.
No.
Don't do me like that. I'll throw in some perks on top. That should sweeten the deal, right?
Where's the girl?
Oh, so you really were after our little prize. You, sir, are a dirty dog. Well, you're welcome to her. You earned it. Just as a little show of good faith. Go on, don't be shy. And then maybe think over that deal. Pretty please.
Hey.
Huh? Hello. Where did you come from, beautiful? You looking to get in good with the Gus man?
Don't ever pull this crap again. You offer any more people as prizes, they'll have to scrape you off my shoe. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how did the reunion go?
Different girl.
What?
Was just a random tourist from Midgar. Fell for a scam at the saucer and ended up down here. I sent her back up. Made sure she's safe.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'll find her eventually. I'm sure of it. Anyway, what's next for you and the others?
We're looking for something too. Need to find it ASAP.
Funny. Always the same story with us. Good luck to you.
Thanks. And you.
Need something? Of course. Should have known I wasn't the only one seeing ghosts. Shame, though. Some stories are better forgotten, including the Queen's.
Know about the witch's card? I heard you might have it.
The Emerald Witch? As luck would have it, the card does happen to be in my possession. But it could be yours, should you prove yourself worthy. It seems a transfer of ownership was in the cards after all. Be warned, that which appears a mere pastime is shrouded in darkness. I suggest you proceed with caution, lest it consume you too. This situation is graver than I feared. Here, she'll guide you to the Queen. The rest is in your hands.
Oh, Cloud. It's you. Didn't think you'd come. You mind? We'd prefer to have this conversation in private. Here it is. The source of everything. All I ever wanted was to be worth something. Queen's blood gave me that. Got people to respect me, fear me. Until I started fearing for myself, for what I might become. 'Cause I can't keep winning forever, and once I start losing, I'll be worthless. Worse, a nobody. When I found her, I knew that I would never lose again, that I'd been chosen for something greater, that I was blessed. But this isn't that at all. It's been speaking to me, telling me to give myself to her power, to dominate. I've tried not to for so long, but I can't.
Regina?
Ah, yes. I remember well this land, for it was once mine. Until that witch rallied the unwashed and put me to the sword. Well, little puppet, what do you say? A match against your queen. For you, human, have a blood debt to pay in full. Impossible. What foul sorcery. Accursed witch. Even in death, you would thwart me.
Cloud?
You good?
What about...
She's gone.
Oh, she is she? Be still, little puppet. You belong to me now.
Cloud! Use the card.
Don't you dare!
Game over!
Thank you, Cloud. For stopping her. For stopping me. Guess I really let all that genius crap go to my head, huh? After a while, losing became my worst nightmare. I'd do anything to win. And look where it got me.
You are not to blame for this. Evil like that preys on our deepest, darkest fears and worms its way into our hearts. Few ever break free.
You're the best because you worked your ass off, not because you're a genius. Got it?
Got it. Well, on that note, I'd better get back to it. After all, there can only be one card queen. So next time you want to throw down, you best come prepared.
Right.
Later!
All's well that ends well, I suppose.
Thanks to you.
Couldn't have you dying on me just yet.